Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it is lovely to see you today. In this video we're going to be talking about frustrations that come with chronic illness. So grab a cup of tea and let's get to it. So everyone has their good days and their bad days. No matter how sick you are, how disabled you are, everybody has those days that are good and those days that are bad. And I think just recently I've been struggling with days that are consumed with feeling fatigued, with feeling overwhelmed with this bone aching tiredness that I used to only know after I'd done a night shift when I was a nurse years ago. And honestly, I didn't know how to cope when that frustration got too much, because honestly I'm somebody who likes to learn, I like to grow, I like to do my best. I love editing videos and making these videos for the channel. I love writing my blog posts. I've started doing courses on Skillshare to learn how to do those things better, because I love learning, and self-motivation is something that came with me when I grew older, and it's something that I really enjoy now. I enjoy learning. But I'm not here for inspiration porn. I don't stand up on Instagram as an advocate for people with chronic illnesses. I don't stand up on here as an advocate because I want to be seen as inspiration porn, which, if you don't know, is when people use the disabled to feel good about themselves. For example, we see it a lot on things like Strictly Come Dancing. They always have the one disabled person, the Paralympian or survivor of some horrific news story, and they are put up like, oh my goodness, this person was close to death. They were in a coma for X amount of days, and look at them now, they're dancing with us, and they nearly got to the final, or they got to the final, and isn't it amazing? And we all feel really good about ourselves, and we use it as a way to feel like, well, if they can do it, I have no excuse. You know, that's inspiration porn, and I hate it. We all hate it in the chronic illness community. It's something that really annoys us and makes us feel like we're only worthy if we're able to bring something to your life. But as we've seen recently with the coronavirus, with that we've seen a lot of people say, oh well, if people are high risk of this, or the elderly, they should just stay in so we can all live our lives, and it doesn't matter if they die anyway because they don't have much of a life, so whatever. We've also seen a lot of cases of disabled parking being used for people to queue around and things like that. So disabled parking being blocked off so people can queue to get into shops and restaurants, things like that. Very annoying and frustrating, and shows that although we've come a long way in the last 50 years, there's a long way to go in people having care and compassion for the chronically ill. And the thing that we have to remember is we don't always have to be positive, yeah? We don't always have to make happy posts on Instagram. We don't always have to feel good and look good to everyone around us. We can get frustrated with these things, and it's okay. You're perfectly valid to have frustrations with these big things that you think in this day and age it's time that we were seen as equally important in society and not ignored. But what I'm talking about today is smaller frustrations, and what I'm talking about is the frustration that comes with our illnesses and how they impact and affect our day-to-day life. Because listen, on my day-to-day life, I'm generally a very upbeat person. I'm generally joking around, laughing. I get on with it. I don't complain much about being in pain, even though I'm in pain all the time. And I don't complain much about being tired, even though I'm tired all the time. They're my two main symptom. Fatigue for me is the most frustrating thing, and that's the thing that will make me lose my mind the most. And it's why a lot of the time over this last year I haven't been able to upload as much as I would normally upload, because the stress of what's going on in the world is affecting me, it's affecting everyone. And on top of that, I chose to move house during a plague happening upon the world. I mean, what point did I think that was a good idea? It was a good idea because we're much happier now, but moving during a pandemic, probably not the best idea. Let's be honest, Beverley, not the best idea. It's not unusual to get frustrated though, and I don't want you to come to this video feeling like, you know, I look on my Instagram feed. By the way, link to my Instagram is down below, but in my Instagram feed I'm often showing off whatever vintage dress I'm wearing on a particular day. I'm often posting really nice spiritual or mindful based content. And I don't want you thinking in the background that I'm not struggling like all of you, because I am. That 10-minute video or that Instagram post takes a lot of work, and I have to spread that work out over days. You know, people usually do a video in a day, and I can't do that. It takes me 3 days to get one video done. It's frustrating. And it's okay to feel frustrated because you're unable to do the things that other people can do. It's okay to feel frustrated that you have to do things in a different way to everybody else. And if you have a friend who's doing something similar to you and you have to do it in a very roundabout, very difficult way, it's okay to feel frustrated at that. It's okay to feel frustrated that people are watching you as you go shopping or staring at you because you've got a walking stick or you're in a wheelchair, you know. It's okay to feel that. And that was one of the reasons why I started dressing vintage, because I thought, well, if people are going to stare at me, I'm at least going to look nice while I do it. I just want in this video for you to remember a few things, and one of those things is you are doing your best. You are dealing with things that most people can't imagine. You're dealing with situations that most people couldn't even think about dealing with, and yet it's your everyday life. So I want you to remember that you are doing your best, and your best is enough. Being frustrated that your best isn't what you wish it was is okay, it's valid, and I think everybody, whether they have chronic illnesses or not, feels that. Especially in this age of social media, where we get to see how everybody else does their everyday in pictures and videos and little updates to how their day is going, and we cannot help but compare ourselves. I also want to say that there is no correct way to be disabled. And by that I mean you're not wrong in the fact that you nap 3 times a day, or you can't sleep at night, or you eat a particular food because other foods make you feel ill, or you use a particular walking aid, or you don't use an aid for whatever reason that everybody else uses. There is no right way to be disabled. Being frustrated by seeing other people or being judged by other people is okay, and you're perfectly valid in feeling that frustration and feeling less than other people, because that's unfortunately the way our brains work, is they automatically tell us we are the worst. I don't know why our brain default mode is to tell us you're the worst all the time. It's always negative energy. That's why I'm always a big shout out loud person for mindfulness, because mindfulness really took that away from me. Not getting lost and caught up in those thoughts has changed my life completely. But I'm aware of the fact that most people don't use mindfulness in the everyday. I do have a lot of videos about mindfulness and blog posts about mindfulness, so if that is something you're interested in, definitely go and check it out. Links to my blog is down below, so definitely go and have a look. It's not a competition is basically what I'm saying. Life is not a competition, and we're all doing our best. Every day is different for each of us. Like yesterday I was supposed to record this video. Like this video has to be up in a couple of hours, and I'm sat here recording it. I've then got to edit it, I've got to make a thumbnail, I've got to get it up, and I've got to subtitle it, and then I've got to put it out into the world, and that's usually 3 days worth of work. But the last 2 days I've been so fatigued, unable to think straight, and I've just kind of laid on the sofa watching Dawson's Creek because it's now on Netflix, and I didn't watch it back in the day when it first came out in the late 90s, which is crazy. This is Gizmo, by the way. I've just noticed that you can see his little head. There he is. Oh, it's okay, my puppy. Oh. This is my best friend, by the way. Weren't you? So yeah, it's not a competition. It's our lives go in different ways, and our illnesses affect us in different ways, and it's okay to get lost in just trying to survive the day, and it's okay to have your day look different to the next person's. And I am more than open to doing a day in my life. It's very different now, because although I have chronic illnesses myself and I am sick myself, I am now looking after my mum who has multiple sclerosis. So if you'd like to see my typical day in the life, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to share that, what it's like, or if you'd like to see how I get a video out or how I write a blog post, anything like that, anything you want to see on this channel, just let me know down in the comments, because I just love hearing from you. And yeah, it makes me so happy to hear from you and to know what you want to see, so let me know. That's my other dog Dexter, barking a lot. Oh joy. One big thing I will say as a parting gift, if you will, is to let those days go. If you've had a day where everything's just gone wrong, where your tube feed's gone all down you, your dog unhooked your IV, where you fell over and you've been frustrated and just all day, my biggest thing is to just let it go afterwards. Just let it go and start the next day fresh. Because we too easily can get caught up in this spiral of negative thinking and frustrated. And I don't know if you guys know about manifestation, which again I can do a video about if you're interested. But manifestation works on the concept of like attracts like. This is mathematics, physics, I don't know. Anyway, energy attracts similar energy. So if you're always feeling frustrated and bad luck and bad things are going to happen to me, you'll attract that to you. So it's important to just let it be that day and then put it aside, and the next day be different. That is my most important point for this video. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you to see that you're not alone in this world. If you have chronic illnesses, if you're disabled and you follow other people on social media or YouTube or whatever that also have chronic illnesses, know that they feel the same way you do. They have days where they just feel the worst, and it's okay that they feel that way. Know that that 10-minute video or that little fun video they made for reels on Instagram, or that picture that they took on a walk, that is not everyday life. And most of their day is probably spent resting, because that's what I do. Most of my day is spent resting, so I can bring out 2 videos a week for you and blog posts to help you in every way that I am growing and changing and trying to be the best me that I can be. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, don't forget to head down there and leave it a cheeky little like, so that I know that you enjoyed it and I can bring more like this to the channel. I always love hearing what you guys want to see from me and hear from me. So if you have any ideas for future videos that you would like to see, let me know down in the comments. I would love that. And lastly, you know what's coming. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content, if you like my face. If you enjoy my content, if you like my face, make sure to head down there, hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope that you'll kick your feet up, grab a cup of tea and check out one of my other videos. I've put this playlist together so that you can have some time resting and chilling with me. So I hope that you'll enjoy that. Don't forget to share this out and let everyone know that it's okay to feel frustrated. It's alright. I hope you all have a really wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye! Mwah! Come on, Gizmo. Let's go and have a chill.